uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na
rather than depending on grants. Sisi wenyewe tukuje na sustainable solutions.
There was a hand violence.
We have policies in place, yes, but these policies need to be reviewed. That we need to be sure that our kids are safe before we can leave them behind.
The person who's kept there to make them work is not doing his job. We should ask ourselves that question.
When you look at the trend of budgeting from 2018, 2019 up to date, the budget has not been standard, but there was that fluctuations.
We are given best advices, but we are not working on them.
You need to have that power for you to define our budget. We need to empower more women to go for these elective, how should I call them, political seats. We get that power that we can decide.
Then now it comes to gender-based violence. During COVID-19, there was a lot of GBV cases. Yes, there are those who are getting justice, but there are very many who could not get justice. Again, where are these girls going to?
Maybe you can see all these issues are interconnected, especially for us women. I think the point for us is really understanding that, one, this struggle is not personal. This struggle is collective, so collective risk, collective mobilization, collective solidarity for all these issues. And sometimes you'll be working around health, and maybe I don't work around health, but I have inputs that can actually build into the conversation. Because, for instance, when you're talking about influencing budget outcome for SRHR, allocating or prioritization of preventive drugs, you need the people who are working around budget to be able to effect that. And even when you're working on peace and security, you need, in fact, peace and security, you definitely need everybody, because you need the health department, it's a collective responsibility. And for me, that point on intersectionality was really critical, but also understanding how different issues affect different genders differently. Because again, we are saying sisi ni girls in all our uniqueness and forms, and we are not the same.
That even our own African Union is largely funded by the European Union means that they'll control the interest, they'll control the conversation, they'll control what we actually end up doing on the ground. So where do we begin emancipating ourselves? We are not yet liberated if our minds are not free yet. So how do we begin by freeing our minds such that the ideas that we're bringing forth are also liberating, or taking our people through liberating processes, so that they can also own, they can also take up the agency. And I want to touch on that bit of agency, because we have agency.